Chris Hardwick.
People were that excited to see me on my show.
No, they are. I'm telling you, it's Friday, November 11th, 2016. It is Veterans Day, and my co-host is Chris Hardwick.
Hello,
Welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome, welcome. It's really a privilege to have you here.
Oh, it's amazing to be here, and I just want to tell everyone, we really this is like a blind date host.
No, it is true. A lot of people don't realize that we don't really meet until we go on the air.
This is it. This is happening right now.
Yeah. I mean, because I don't know why. I think it goes back to, we're so superstitious here. We just never like to meet the hosts and talk about anything before the show.
So you didn't burn out the conversation.
So you don't burn out the conversation. So I get very nervous to change anything. So that's how we do it.
Yeah, so this is like Tinder host, basically.
Right.
This is like a Tinder host.
So right now, would you swipe right or left for me?
I swiped right the second I found out I was doing
Oh, okay.
And
I've never been on Tinder. This is exciting.
I haven't either. It's I feel like it's just basically an HPV pyramid scheme. But
that's amazing.
But my mom, my mom is amazing. Sharon, Mom, hi.
Hi, Sharon.
My mom's the most wonderful, supportive mom in the world, but there's only 2 times that she's ever flipped her gourd.
Yeah.
The first time was I got to throw out a first pitch at a Dodger game, which I'm not sportsy, so that was a very big deal.
Yeah, no, was she concerned about that?
Concerned to, like, my mom was never a stage mom, but as soon as she stopped screaming, she goes, you're going to get a pitching coach. You're going to go to UCLA. Yeah. You're going to stand on the mound. You need to see how far it is because everyone throws it in the dirt.
Yeah.
And she made sure that I did not screw it up.
I'm going to say words to you, and I don't necessarily know what they mean. Did you pitch from the mound?
I did pitch from the mound.
Okay.
I got it across the plate.
Okay.
I jumped up and leapt on the catcher, which was a bad idea.
Oh, you hurt the catcher?
But
don't hurt the catcher.
I did not hurt the catcher. The other time was I told her I was going to be on this show, and she just...
Oh, that's funny. Oh, you mean she flipped her lid?
She flipped her lid.
Did she say you needed a pitching coach? Because that's not true. Not true.
The second time.
Yeah, you know. Although we did play, oddly enough, we played. I should check that. Yeah, okay. The trivia call is fine. Sometimes I give away the answer to the trivia question inadvertently just by having a conversation.
Okay, we'll make sure that doesn't happen.
Yesterday's show, Alex Rodriguez was here, and we had. Was he the catcher from the Chicago Cubs?
No.
Huh? He's the what?
No.
He's the pitcher.
No.
Oh, no. Wrong. Wrong again.
Oh. I'm not a dude with the sports genes, so you might as well be...
An outfielder, I thought.
He's the catcher. He's...
No, how about this? How about this? He throw ball, him catch good. Like, I don't know.
He was
That's about as much sports as I know.
I mean, anyway, we were playing baseball.
we still didn't figure it out.
Because they're both amazing hitters.
Right.
Right? And they had me pitching to both of them, but they had me pitching in a catcher's uniform. I had a catcher's mask on, and I had a catcher's bib on. And they're telling me to pitch underhand. Well, every time I threw the ball, my arm got stuck in the vest.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, you guys, this is all a hindrance. I cannot see. I can't use my arms. And they're both screaming at me, like, get it over the plate. And I'm like, hey, guess what? I don't play sports.
Yeah, me neither. Me neither. I was computers and video games. And I do have to say, because of you...
Because of me?
I got to come into town yesterday a day early and go to the Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them premiere last night.
Oh my gosh.
And I met, I got a wand.
Oh,
I met J.K. Rowling last night because you brought me here. And it was one of the most incredible moments. And I got so nervous. I get nervous when I meet people that I'm idolize.
Me too.
So she said, it's very nice to meet you. And all the words rushed in my mouth at once. And all I said was, I got a wand today. Like that was my moment. And then she turned around and had another conversation.
She's like, another weird.
Yeah, another what happened?
You know, when Jan Chalet was telling me all about you, and she came in and she said, Chris Hardwick is your son. And I was like, what do you mean? She's like, he's just like your sons. Like, he could be your third son.
Nice.
And as soon as you whipped out the wand, I was like, oh, good. Somebody else besides my son has a wand.
Yeah.
Because
that kid's good.
my boys have wands.
Yeah,
both of them.
they're right to.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact.
Right. I mean, they are, the more you talk about yourself a little bit, the more I'm thinking I'm happy to see you have jobs.
Yes.
I'm like, okay.
You never could before, but now we're
Right,
like we're in Comic-Con culture now.
Yes, I know. You got married 3 months ago.
I got married 3 months ago. Yeah, thank you very much.
Hey, your wedding pictures astounded me. I was so excited because.
Oh yeah, we had a little bit of that's R5D4. That is the.
That's not.
No, Gilman, that's R5D4. It's R2D2.
Sorry, I know you're way nerdy.
You'll never be forgiven.
Yeah, those are not the droids we're looking for.
They were not. Thank you.
Yeah.
At least you know that. Yeah. So we had a droid, and in the original Star Wars, R5D4 is the droid that walks out, breaks down,
and
then they go with R2D2. So in our wedding, I had the droid be the ring bearer. He goes out halfway through, breaks down. People in the wedding don't know what they're like, trying to push the robot up to the altar. But then it's all a bit. The Jawas come out, and then we
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Are you rich?
Well, I mean, I do work in cable television.
Okay, all right. I was gonna say that's got to cost a lot to have the Jawas come.
Well, yes, and my my fiance, my wife, fiance at the time now, she's. Well, it was nice being married. Lydia Hurst.
Oh, the beautiful
yes,
Lydia Hurst.
yes.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I saw her at a restaurant once, and she's so gorgeous that I found myself just staring at her.
I did too. What a crazy.
Amazing.
Yeah, we went to Japan for the honeymoon.
Oh my! Tell me about that.
Well, we wanted to go someplace that wasn't a traditional honeymoon place, and I've always wanted to go to Japan because of all the robots and toys.
Yeah.
And we went. It was have you been?
No, but we dream of taking our kids to the Far East, and my son really believes that he will work in Japan someday. He'll either be in animation or
he will love it.
Yeah,
I cannot recommend it enough. I mean, because Tokyo is kind of its own thing, but then when you get out, you take the bullet train, you can get anywhere in 2 hours, and it's so traditional and beautiful. Do you like fish?
I do.
They leave the faces on everything.
Oh, we are big with the face on the fish.
Oh, you are? Okay.
Yes, so we're a face on the fish family.
Good, good,
yes.
good.
I mean, I don't love it, but my kids love it. They eat the cheek and the whole thing.
So everywhere we go, we had this hashtag called Eat the Face. Like, is she going to eat the face? She ate the face.
They eat the face. Yeah, they're face eaters.
Lydia wanted to take this one kissing picture everywhere, so there's that picture.
So
they're so adorable. Look at the two of them. And then the next one. There's that's Totoro.
Look at you, you're going for it.
Yeah, we're married now. It's okay.
You're married, it's fine.
Yeah, and then this last one.
Oh my God.
This is in Nara. They just have deer walking around.
No, is that a real deer?
That's a real deer.
Wait, you did not superimpose the deer.
No. There's deer. He looked so bored in that picture,
guys,
by the way.
Deer, doesn't that deer look like a fake deer?
It's a real deer. It's a real deer. He's like, oh, these humans, what are they doing in my land?
You guys should have your own, like, hashtag. You know how there's owling and planking and mannequining and all of that? You should do, like, deering.
Deering is a great...
You show up and make out in front of deer.
In front of a deer. That is a fantastic idea.
That's all yours.
No, it's yours.
No, that's yours.
There's proof that you said it first.
But it's really inspired by your thought.
You know what? This is your show. I'll take your idea. I appreciate that. Thank you very much.
So I understand also that you went through Central Park and you got to walk around a little bit yesterday.
I did.
I'm surprised I didn't see you there because I.
Do you walk around there?
I do.
You know, LA, we don't have seasons, and so out here, when the leaves turn, when the West Coasters are like, "What's happening?" You know.
Right.
So I took this. I found this amazing picture in Central Park. So this picture, it's like this idyllic picture. But in full disclosure...
I mean, it's fine.
Well...
I was like, well, you're barely in the park.
Well...
Okay.
Yeah, I know. Well, because I tell you why. Do you see what's in the background? Okay, it took me like 100... I chased that damn horse all over Central Park trying to get him in the background. It's like my face was too far in and he was blurry. And I wasn't paying attention, and this is just a great lesson. Experience life instead of trying to photograph it all the time.
Yeah.
Because I put this out there like I led this really deep contemplative life where I'm taking pictures of horses in the fall. And when I finally got the picture, I was like, yes, and I looked down. I had been standing in sewage mud. So whenever you're trying to over-engineer
true
something.
Central Park anointing.
Yes, exactly.
Anointing.
Yeah.
No, my husband says that to me all the time. He's like, you know, you're so busy photographing life, you're not experiencing it. And then he'll say to me, remember that great picture you took of me at the thing? Can you send that to me so I can post it on Instagram for a Flashback Friday? And I'm like, oh, you mean that moment where I missed life?
That shut him up.
I'll show him who's boss. I'll post it on my own Instagram feed.
I just took a picture of you saying that just now.
It's Veterans Day today. Veterans Day.
It is Veterans Day, yeah. My grandfather.
All of the veterans, my dad.
Yeah.
Are you a veteran, sir? Right here in our audience, right here in our very own audience. Hello and welcome, and thank you for your service and for being part of our audience. I was searching for a photo of my dad when he was in the Army, and I cannot find it anywhere because we recreated the photo of him when we took our families back to Italy a few summers ago. But there was a picture of my dad in his Army uniform standing in the Leaning Tower of Pisa. And then we went back and recreated the photo, and of course, we can't find them because I'm too busy missing life photographing it. But anyway, there will be a parade today, a parade right here in the city, and it begins at 11:15 a.m. It's on 5th Avenue between 26th Street. It goes all the way up to 52nd Street, and it ends around 3:30. So, so make sure you go out there.
It's a beautiful day, too. It's the absolute perfect day to be running around, not trudging through sewage.
Correct.
In Central Park.
Yes.
I am actually very excited about, can I just mention this really fast? Yeah. The Simpsons is going 30 seasons.
Can you believe it?
Yeah. One of my all-time favorite, most quotable shows. I've been watching the show since 1980, since it was on the Tracy Ullman show in the 80s, actually.
Oh my gosh.
So
isn't that amazing?
It really is. Like, there are people who were born in the run and have kids of their own.
You look like a little boy. I'm looking at you, but you're saying things that maybe you're older than you look.
I was born in 1912. Yes, yeah.
You've met my co-host, Benjamin Button, everyone.
I will be a baby in a year. Yeah, no, but I worked at MTV in like 1995. I've been working.
No kidding.
Yeah, I did a show called Singled Out. Did you remember Singled Out?
Singled Out, yes, with Jenny McCarthy.
Yeah. I was just like a floppy-haired, snotty kid.
What? That was you?
That was me.
Holy smokes.
So I am 100 years old.
So am I. I'm 100 also.
This is great.
Yes.
Centenarians, FTW.
Listen, you're going to like this. I'm going to tell you two things, because Chris is really into science, and you said that you yourself, you're a bit of a nerd, and I might consider myself a bit of a nerd. Do you know that if you tickle rats, they giggle? Oh. Okay.
And also, you get diseases.
Depends on the rat.
I guess it depends on the rat.
Pigeonhole all rats.
No, I'm sorry. I apologize. That's very small-minded.
They seeked out. They were in this study. They were looking for the researchers' hands because they enjoyed the sensation of being tickled. Yeah, they consider it joyful, and you know, sometimes people find tickling repulsive.
I can't. I'll throw up on you if you like.
Really?
I do not like being. You too?
Okay, well, let's see what it does.
It's not.
Sounds like a challenge.
It's not the new challenge.
Listen, I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to tell you something about working here. Never reveal your vulnerabilities to Gelman, ever.
I mean, I love it. I am a rat who loves being tickled.
They say they also make joyful leaps. They also leap with joy, rats. Now, I can attest to this because I one day, I've told this story before, remember when it blizzarded on Halloween, right around Halloween a couple of years back? Okay, we were still living in Soho at the time, I witnessed a rat leaping through the streets, and I believe I heard the rat say, "Oh boy!" I was like, woohoo! And it was like the only time I didn't look at a rat and go, ugh, a rat. I was like, he's having so much fun.
Let's be like, did he have tiny little skates on a little scarf?
He didn't, but he did have like little earmuffs, and he was like, oh my gosh.
Yep.
He was like, where's the pizza? And then one more thing, and a firefighter. And I know this because we've taken survival classes with our kids about being out in the woods. And a firefighter had a brush with death when she was bitten by a rattlesnake after decapitating the reptile. So they were hiking in Tennessee on Sunday, and I guess, the firefighter's wife stepped over a rattlesnake, and I guess he wanted to protect the others that would be hiking, so he chopped the head off of the rattlesnake and then went to show the kids, and the head, and they will tell you this, like survivalists will tell you this, that the head will still bite you. It's
well,
like
those kids are scarred for life. Like, there's no... When you chop the head off a snake and then it bites your father, like, that's it. Yeah.
The snake was like, ha, 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 ha.
Check and mate, sir. Fantastic. Very excited about the show today.
Big show.
You have some very exciting guests on here. Some incredible pop culture things.
Jeremy Renner is here.
Yeah, Hawkeye. And Arrival.
It's as if I would say we put this show together for you.
I appreciate that. Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah. Also, Michelle Dockery is here. Michelle Dockery, who was on Downton Abbey, and has a new show as well.
Very excited to see her. And, now you're going to love this. Here, cover your, what is that, water or vodka?
It's water.
Depends on the gas. Depends on the gas. You never know.
Who's drinking vodka?
Oh, you'd be surprised.
Okay, I don't need to know.
Okay, it's time for Lives of Party Travel Trivia.
Expecto Patronus.
Yeah, use your own wand.
I used my own wand. I brought my own. I'm good.
Oculus Repairer.
Yes. Oh, nice. You know that. You know.
Oh, yes. Listen. They don't have special effects like this at the Talking Dead, do they, Hardwick? No, they don't.
No, just zombies.
Hey, our trivia dancer is David Rees from Marietta. Bonnie Hoffman from Hooversville, Pennsylvania.
Hey, Bonnie Hoffman.
Take her
Hello. Yeah. Good morning. Good morning, Kelly, Chris, Gelman, and Art.
Oh, my gosh.
Bonnie Hoffman.
Bonnie, calm down. You don't need to acknowledge Gelman and Art. How are you doing?
I'm doing wonderful. I'm so excited to be able to do this.
What are you up to this weekend?
Actually, hopefully take my 16-year-old for a permit test. So he's starting to drive, but I have 3 boys, one 22, 16, and a 13-year-old.
Oh, wow.
God be with you, Bonnie.
Oh, he is. He's always with me.
Good. You're going to need it. 3 sons driving.
Yeah, seriously. No, it's great. They get out of the house, and she can get some alone time for the first time.
No, it doesn't work that way, I'm telling you. You think the older they get, the less you worry about them, and it actually exponentially becomes more significant.
Oh, my God. If I was a minute late coming home, my mom would appear like Dracula. Where were you? She's very, very overprotective.
I think your mom and me, we're going to get along just great. Listen, Bonnie, we're going to spin the wheel, see what we're playing for, okay? Here's a great prize, the Veranda Resort and Spa in Antigua.
Wow.
7 days, 6 nights. It's all inclusive. That means, Chris, that it includes all.
What? Everything?
Everything.
What would that value be, Kelly?
It's a prize valued at $7,400.
Fantastic.
The trip is provided on parkbyhotels.com. Yeah, it's a good game show. You have 20 seconds and only one guess. Bonnie, good luck.
Thank you.
All right, should I read the question here?
Yeah.
Bonnie.
Yes?
You watch the show, I assume?
I always do.
Then this should be easy for you. Amy Adams appeared on yesterday's show. Did you know this?
Yes, Amy Adams was on yesterday's show.
Okay, good. You just said what I said. What baseball team did Amy say she roots for?
What baseball team does Amy root for?
Yes. 20 seconds.
Rocky?
Yes!
Yes!
Congratulations. You and a guest will enjoy 7 days and 6 nights at the Veranda Resort and Spa on the beautiful island of Antigua. This all-inclusive Caribbean vacation paradise is nestled on 30 spectacular beachfront acres overlooking a tranquil bay. Enjoy a host of activities, nightly entertainment, fine dining, pampering at Spa Tranquility, and much more. Your prize is valued at approximately $7,400.
Bonnie, congratulations. You should bring whoever your trivia partner was with you.
I am so jealous. On our show, we just give out zombie toys. You send people to, like, tropical islands for watching your show.
First of all, zombie toys are dope.
They are dope. But then she could take her zombie toy on a trip. That's amazing. Congratulations.
No zombies with me. I don't like zombies.
Okay. That's a
I
good
don't blame
attitude to
you.
have if the
No
apocalypse
clowns
strikes.
either.
Bonnie, don't cut the head off a snake and expect it not to bite you. Just remember that.
How about
okay?
this? Cut the head off a snake and walk away.
Yeah, okay, or that,
Good.
or
Good
that.
advice.
Listen, now you get to help make the day of a lucky member of our studio audience who will receive $500 in movie tickets from Fandango.
Yeah.
So please pick a number between 1 and 228.
Number 31.
31. 31. Who's 31?
We got a big show with Jeremy Renner when we return. Stick around.
Still ahead on Live from the new series Good Behavior, Michelle Dockery. We'll open up Kelly's inbox to hear your comments and questions. Coming up next, Jeremy Renner.
All right, welcome back, everybody. He's an Avenger and a two-time Oscar nominee. Please welcome back to the show, Jeremy Renner.
Yes! Nice to see you.
Hi.
Good to see you. What's
Hi
happening?
there. You know, your friend Amy Adams was here yesterday.
Oh, she was?
First of all, I did not realize that you two have such a long relationship. I thought you
Yeah,
met
most
on the
people
set
don't.
of American Hustle.
Yeah. We met in a karaoke bar in like 98 or 1999, somewhere in there, yeah.
Unbelievable.
Why did she say you said that your face scares children?
I guess I scare kids.
That's not possible. You're Hawkeye. You can't scare kids. You save kids.
Yeah, I know. It's a terrible thing. But, you know, my daughter has that same sort of scary face, so it's great for scaring the boys, which
Sure.
I do appreciate. It makes my life as a daddy a lot easier.
How old is your daughter now?
She's 3.5.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, she's here with me, too, which is awesome.
Oh,
to
that's
take
so
on the road.
great.
Does she understand that you're an Avenger? Does she know?
She knows that I look like the guy in her pajamas.
Right. Does she have
like,
Avenger pajamas, too? Because so does Chris.
I do, yeah.
I know.
They make me powerful. Whatever.
No, she says that I look like the guy on her pajamas. It's like, no, it's Hawkeye.
And
but that's Daddy. No, that's Hawkeye.
She started the...
Yeah, I gave her a little, bow and arrow to start
Do you like
playing
that
around
this...
with.
I don't know, I can't find my words.
Yes.
Yeah, that's how Hawkeye does it. Hey, you guys, there's
Exactly. She can do the whole thing. It's amazing.
So I was stalking your Instagram because I'm a fan and we should hang out. But you posted pictures of pumpkins. So what were the pumpkins for?
The pumpkins was for, I had a little costume party for Halloween. And, I have a lot of little ones in my house. And obviously you don't want to give kids sharp objects, start carving stuff. And it's less, it's quite messy. So they have this, like, painting and glitter and glue, and which I guess is just as messy anyway, but it's less dangerous.
Ellen DeGeneres pumpkin?
That's a Dory pumpkin.
Yeah,
Well,
exactly.
I mean, you know what I mean. That's
But it was
incredible.
fun. It was really fun for the kids, and actually, sadly, those pumpkins are still sitting in my backyard. It's like, oh, I gotta clean those. It's a mess.
Yeah,
man.
they
It's
become a
mess.
disaster after a while.
Yeah.
Now, you two have something in common. You're both excellent bowlers?
Did we?
Bowlers.
My father's in the Hall of Fame. I grew up on the Pro Bowlers.
Oh my goodness!
And
oh my goodness! I grew up with a lot of those guys, Dick Richter and all those dudes. Yeah.
Yeah, my dad's name was Billy Hardwick. He was a professional bowler, Hall of Fame. Like,
oh, that's unreal.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a strange thing, It's cool in the bowling center, but on the streets, it's like.
Yeah, I know.
People are like,
When people say, "Are you a good bowler?" I go, "Yeah." That's not really a brag.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It's like, who was impressed by that? But
Exactly.
you grew up in the bowling center?
Yeah, I grew up in a bowling center. Yeah, my father owned one for a time, and my mom. Everybody's spent time there. I bowled since I was 3 at a 225 average, and
Me too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
my man.
Ladies.
See, Doug. We just nerded out. Totally nerded out, but that's amazing.
You guys, I don't know what that means, but it sounds incredible.
It's good.
Wait,
good.
We should have a bowl-off. Do you want to have a bowl-off?
Yeah. Yeah.
Come on, let's bowl.
We don't have to do it right now, but it's...
That's right. It'd be weird.
It'll be like that scene from Grease, too. We're gonna bowl.
No, see, that's what it's not like for people that bowl.
The only one?
People have fun when they go bowling.
Okay, all right.
Most people have fun.
Okay.
Like, we won't have fun.
No, he's right. People, it's not, because I have my own shoes.
Yeah,
I have
you bowl like this and like, let's do this. People are like throwing between their legs, getting drunk. Like,
like, turn off the music. Put the regular lights back on. You sit down. Stop spilling stuff on the alley.
Close the lanes beside you.
Yeah.
So
I go bowling for the cheese fries. I don't know what y'all are talking about.
You see? That's most people. You see?
All right. So you and I will go bowling. We'll be super serious about it. But when we come back, we're going to talk about how Jeremy connected his latest role to Jaws, which is another movie I'm a huge fan of.
Yeah.
So stick around.
That's a From Arrival, starring Jeremy Renner. You know, I was talking to Amy about this film yesterday, and I said I'm usually so afraid of alien films, and she said it's actually very emotional and that I should bring Kleenex because it has all of the elements of you know, the excitement of an alien film, but it has a lot of heart. You're trying to learn, you're trying to speak to the aliens, right?
Yeah. For an alien film, it's actually a very human film and human emotional sort of drama, if you will, but it's set in the backdrop of, you know, 12 alien pods sort of landing and figuring out, you know, why they're here. But it's got a very, very touching mother-daughter story to it, and it's really, 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 it's thoughtful, and it moves, it's tense, and I love it. It's a great film to do and support Amy in a really great role for her.
So what's your character?
That was, I play a mathematician physicist, was very kind of far from, you know, things I've done in the past, and I couldn't find an entry point into understanding this guy, because binary and zeros and ones is really not interesting, nor is it sexy, and I need to find a way in, so I wanted to use humor, is what I was telling the director. So I said, think of Richard Dreyfuss in Jaws. So his love for sharks, most people sort of run from sharks. You know, you see him shark in the water, but he gets out. Like, he's one going in and one to dive with him. So is that kind of sort of entry point to something that might be so alien, like talking with aliens or using mathematics to speak with them. So I use that sort of like childlike excitement, or that idea of that.
Well, that's kind of what you were saying before about you said the film had this really human center, and so I would imagine that would have to start with finding the human center of each of the characters to just figure out who they are and what they want.
You're using language and, you know, and talking about language and using mathematics and physics and all these things. I'm like, well, how is that really interesting ultimately to audiences? And so they understand it, so we can understand it, so the audience is going to, you know what I mean? So we just try to find emotional content to what we're trying to say, and that's what I think we succeeded in.
Now that you've played a mathematician, do you go to dinner parties and regale people with your ability to do math?
No,
do you know any, have you retained any math at all?
No. This is not easy math. This is
come on.
Yeah.
Ones and zeros. It's very sexy in my world. I know 100 digits of pi. I don't need to brag.
That's good. That's good.
I really do.
You do.
I really do.
That's right.
Yeah. So you're saying like, oh, he just knows ones and zeros. I'm like, I'm in. You know.
Exactly. Don't pattern.
Listen, we look forward to this film. It opens today. Arrival arrives today. 100%.
Michelle Dockery is here. So if you guys are Downton Abbey fans, you'll be very excited. She's amazing. All right.
Welcome back, everybody.
Yes, thank you. She started as to meet you.
Oh, I love a mixed medal and a pleat. I'm a sucker for it all.
Thank you.
Look fantastic.
Thanks very much.
Welcome back to the show. You were out west this past summer.
I was, doing another show. Lucky me.
Yeah, you didn't get any vacation time, or you did?
Not much, no. So I was shooting a Western called Godless for Netflix, which will be out next year. So yeah, I got to do some traveling.
Oh, wow. Did you explore anything, any bits of your surroundings?
I went, well, yeah, lots of New Mexico, and then did lots of hiking.
To Grand Canyon?
I did, yeah. Went to Arizona, Sedona, which is beautiful.
Oh, that's you. Why are you doing that? That is dangerous.
Yeah, my mum, when I sent my mum that picture, she freaked out because it looks like I'm right on the edge.
Well,
yeah.
Which is the whole, I wanted to scare her, obviously.
I have an immense fear of, like, my wife took us to Horseshoe Bend in Utah, and she was like, let's go on the end. I'm like, we're gonna die. Like, I'm not, that's horrifying.
It wasn't, it kind of tears down, so it doesn't look like that. But
so it just looks much more terrifying from the angle of the picture.
Exactly.
Yeah, there's a lot of
just
that
want to
there.
scare her.
Yeah. What, did you get anywhere else in the area?
I went to Colorado, went on a Telluride, which I hear you
Telluride, yes.
have a place
Yeah, we have a place there. It is heaven.
Amazing.
Oh my gosh.
And it's like being on a film set. Yeah, that's Blue Lake.
Yes.
I hiked up there.
It's the best hiking.
12,000 feet. Yeah.
Best hiking.
Yeah, amazing. But it looks like a movie set. You can't quite believe your surroundings.
Well, it is. I mean, it has been a movie set for so many movies.
Yeah.
You know, and I always go, it looks like a real set.
It's nature. Nature carved this.
It's where Butch Cassidy and Sundance Kid successfully, like, robbed their first bank.
Yeah.
Well, that's what we get excited about in America.
Yeah.
But you are a part of a fandom that, like, there are a handful of shows that really are supported by an incredibly passionate fan base, and Downton Abbey is one of those shows.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, and thanks, so much thanks to, America for embracing the show.
I know people miss it.
They did, yeah. Yeah.
Do you miss it?
Yeah, I miss the cast, and we're all off doing other things.
Because I keep reading that there's a possibility for a film to be made.
Yeah,
but
there is.
You're all doing other...
fingers crossed. I mean, it's a challenge getting that many actors back together.
Right.
At one time, but I think it'll happen. I hope it will.
What do you miss the most about it? What do you miss the most about the show?
The cast. I miss the gang and those stunning costumes. I mean, yeah. And Mary. I mean, I do miss the character. I loved playing her. So fingers crossed, we'll get there.
You know, it's funny, on the weekend, especially like if there's no sports or anything for the kids, I will just go back and re-binge watch Downton Abbey. Is there anything you binge watch?
I'm really into The Affair.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
My gosh.
So I'm looking forward the third series is coming back. So yeah, that was a real binge watch for me last year.
Women are obsessed with The Affair, and men are like afraid of watching it.
Yeah, of course they are.
Can you say, I heard you like Stranger Things too.
I've just started it.
It's amazing. Can I just show my Halloween costume?
Oh, yeah.
This year? 11.
Oh, yeah.
There she is. It's the best.
There she is.
I support it.
11 had fallen on hard times.
Yeah, 11 had a rough day. 11 had a rough day.
Listen, we have to take a commercial break. When we come back, we're going to find out why your new role involves wigs and designer clothes. That's a scene from Good Behavior starring Michelle Dockery, and I don't know, I would believe you.
If someone came to your door and said someone's going to kill you, you'd be like, sure, come in.
I would just, I mean, that seems so convincing to me. Tell us about the story, because you are hiding and you overhear a conversation.
So the story follows the life of a thief, Letty, who is trying to rid her life of criminal pursuits and, be good. Hence the title. So she's on good behavior, on parole. But during a hotel heist, she witnesses a conversation between a hitman and a guy who's hiring him to kill his wife. So she goes out to thwart the operation as goodwill. I mean, that's her version. So then she becomes entangled in this dangerous relationship with this hitman. So then the story begins.
I mean, was after you had worked on Downton Abbey for so long, did you say, I need a departure, I need to do something that's different?
To be honest, it wasn't something that I was consciously looking for, so different from Downton. I mean, I was just, quite frankly, just looking for another job. But this came along kind of towards the end of filming Downton, so it was perfect timing, and then we went on to do the pilot a few months later. But yeah, I mean, it was it was amazing going on to something so different so quickly. And she's just the, you know, other than Lady Mary, is one of the best characters to play.
And she's a con artist, so you say does she disguise herself? There's lots of like wigs.
She does. So it's like characters within the character. So when she's you know, doing the hotel heist, she's in this red wig, and then when she meets Javier, she's in a blonde wig. So we have all these different looks in the show.
I like when she meets the wife and she's saying she's not crazy. She's wearing a shirt with bananas on it.
Yeah. And she's really hungover in that picture, which is why I look like I do in that scene.
Anyway, we can't wait to see it. It's Good Behavior. The 2 episodes premiere is Tuesday at 9 p.m. on TNT, so make sure you check out Michelle's offer.
Thank you so much. When we come back, we're going to do Inbox. Please return.
That's a scene from At Midnight with Chris Hardwick, which airs Monday through Thursday at 11:30 on Comedy Central. It's a game show starring comedians.
Yeah, it's a fake game show. It's not a real game show. It's just basically like The Daily Show is like a pretends to be like a news show, and we pretend to be like a game show. So it's just comedians, a panel of comedians battling for points about stuff we found on the internet that day.
So cool.
Yeah, so every day after The Daily Show.
I love it. You have so many jobs.
There's a lot.
You have so,
well, I was unemployed for a long time.
You
so
have your podcast.
Yeah, Nerdist podcast.
Nerdist, yes.
Yeah.
And you have The Talking Dead, of course.
Talking Dead, and the new show on NBC called The Wall, which is coming out in December with LeBron James producing. So,
Holy cow!
I don't know, it's a crazy... I don't know. And now I'm here, but this is the one I'm the most excited about. You guys. I know how to pander.
The penultimate of your career. This is the peak of your career.
I'm very excited.
Okay, listen. Let's see. We finally found. Hey, we found my picture of my dad.
That's an incredible picture.
Yeah, so many years ago when he was in the army, and he was at the. That's the tippy top of the Leaning Tower of Pisa, and of course we don't have the other picture, which is him a few years ago, but we'll find that one maybe next week.
Yeah, that's incredible.
And let's see.
And by the way, they probably just snapped that one time instead of 1,000 times.
Yeah, you're
and
right.
Just framed it perfectly.
You're right. Let's see. Denise Morgan from North Bangor, New York, said, "I want to give a big shout out to all the men and women that have and are now serving our country. They're definitely what America stands for. May God bless them all." This is a picture of my grandson, Dylan. Darren. He's on his first deployment in Korea. We could not be prouder of him. And we thank your family for their service to our country.
Great. Thank you so much, Dylan. Hugs, high fives, many thanks to you.
Yeah.
This is from Lindsay Williams. "Don't worry, Kelly, I'm 40 and I have several different Harry Potter wands." You are right, Lindsay. You are right to have all the wands.
Yeah.
I have the full collections.
Oh, yeah.
What do you have over there?
I have Claudia Sims from Edinburgh, New York. "You didn't finish the story. Was the fireman okay after being bitten by the snake?"
Oh, yeah, that's a pretty important part.
I don't remember.
Yeah, he's fine.
Yeah,
he's fine. They moved in with the snake. They've reconciled their differences.
Yeah, he lived, or I wouldn't have even brought it up.
Yeah, of course. This is from Pam Winkle in Vandalia, Ohio. I probably said that wrong, and I apologize. This is my father, Charles Skip Inskeep, who is... Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. How does television work? This is Skip right here. He's 98 years old. He served in World War I, 5th Army, 56th Evacuation Hospital. We'd love to give him a shout out. Here's a shout out for you, Skip. Thank you so much, man.
Thank you so much. We also, Suzanne Graves from Knoxville, Tennessee said, "Funny how only true bowlers call it a bowling center and not a bowling alley."
That's true. I used to get in trouble when I was a kid.
What's the difference?
Because a bowling alley is seedy, and a bowling center is like a family environment. And so my dad had a bowling center in Memphis, still there, called All-Star Lanes, and we were always instructed, it is a bowling center, not a bowling alley.
No kidding.
Yeah, bowling alleys are dirty.
Well, maybe a bowling alley is like just the one alley, and the center is all of them in a thing?
Or the bowling alleys are dirty.
Okay, or that, okay.
Bowling alley here.
You set up a bowling center here?
Yeah.
We did?
Yeah, we can try that out.
No, we definitely have a bowling alley if we set it up. Okay. Well, why don't we do that? Should we take a commercial break and we'll see how good
I'll bowl if you guys have something set up.
We're gonna bowl when we come back.
If you'd like to learn more, visit livekelly.com.
With Chris Hardwick, who, by the way, was a child prodigy. Yes, not only did he grow up in and around bowling centers, and his dad was a professional bowler. You bowled on the Mike Douglas show as a child.
I did, yeah. There was a very famous talk show in the 1900s called Mike Douglas, and I bowled against a guy named Jimmy Walker, who was on a show called Good Times.
Yeah. J.J. Walker.
J.J. Walker, yeah.
Yeah.
I only have one shot. Well, you
go
okay,
first.
I can't get my finger. I just want you to know I do not have my own. I don't have my own shoes and ball here.
We can't get our fingers in the holes.
Okay,
go ahead.
but I'll try.
Okay.
It's all right.
Okay.
You're gonna pick that up.
Yeah, I'm gonna
pick up this thing.
I'm gonna not.
Yeah, you can pick that up.
No, I'm not going to because we've got.
Oh, they just set it up. Oh, I got a strike. Look at that. How about that?
Okay. Okay, here we go. This is going to be amazing. Here we go.
Shake hands with the thing.